Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Pearson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They'll run on first down. It's Pearson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Set go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Got it! Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set!
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go! Go!
On 3rd down, it's Pearson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Pearson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, You have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's got his man. It's Pierce. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready,
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Come on, set.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go now.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Hey, run!
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
30 left. Riggs! 30 left. Hey, kill! Red.
Now Lawrence. Able to find Gray here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Easy, Ralph.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Easy. Go, let's go. Eleven. Think right, open. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
19 Lions. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go, set.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holcomb. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walk up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back.
I'm not sure on this side of the field.
And knocked it down to force a 4th down.
All right. Yeah, yeah, it should be.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation.
Yo, man, this thing is crazy.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Sink right.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Trying to find Breece Hall out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime.
Good play call.
This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Good play call.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, Lion. Go. Hey, I'm gun. 13, Luke. Check. Here we go,
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Off play action. Holcomb sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Pearson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Chase Young. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pearson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Back to throw. Holcomb. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from
Man, oh man.
Football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Pearson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second and 6.
Go.
Looking to throw. Holcomb. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way
Got a little lucky, but not lucky enough for that fumble.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good.
Me too.
Just
8
keep
guys
adding to
around
the
it.
lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Lisa 24. Go, go!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback.
I hate when they do
the
that.
Play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter. Second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Operating from the gun. Holcomb. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Dancing to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, let's go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, run!
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, kill! Go, let's go!
Now Lawrence to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Silver.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
11. Take right, open. Sink right. 11, Agate. Go. Here we go, sir.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Phillips dropping him for the 2nd straight play.
Right,
might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Hey. It's hot.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he
This I can go for, right?
That one wound up incomplete.
Kind of foolish, but let's see.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been
It's all good.
football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just what...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Holcomb. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
30 left. Hey, Lion. Hey, I'm gun. 13, loop. 11.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Street. Go.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
30 left. Go street. Hey, kill. It's hot.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Pearson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Up the middle they go. It's Pearson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Silver.
Back to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 87 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pearson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now a handoff up the middle. Pearson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as